What's up, guys? I want to share something that I learned on my health and kind of self-improvement journey that I think I was doing really wrong in the past, and a lot of other people I see doing wrong as well. It's when you get into self-development, trying to improve and get into better health and improving your diet, working out more, things like that. In the beginning, you obviously change a lot. You go from maybe not working out, maybe eating shit food, and you start optimizing towards the ideal kind of way of doing things, the ideal kind of lifestyle, working out often, eating really clean food, things like that. And if you're similar to me, where I'm pretty I go pretty extreme with stuff. When I start doing something, I go pretty all the way. I try to do the best thing, try to find the best diet, the best type of workouts, and really try to optimize things very far. The issue with doing it, and the big problem that causes, is the whole core reason why you're doing why you're trying to improve, why you're trying to get better and things like that, is to obviously have more energy, have a better life, be able to maybe look better, feel better, things like that. That's why you get into improving your health. But when you become really obsessed with trying to dial everything in, what happens is you become very fragile. You become a very I think the best word to describe it is just a fragile person. When your diet, everything, it has to be dialed in order for you to be able to perform. If something happens to that, if your diet is not dialed in that day, or if let's say you're, I don't know, you're traveling, or you're eating out, or you didn't sleep well or something like that, and then your entire you're completely thrown off with your routine, and if you're not able to perform because of that, then it's hurting you. It's hurting you to be dialed in and have all these things in place if you can't perform without it. And that's kind of the lesson of this video as well. The thing that I've learned is just realizing that the goal isn't to always be completely dialed in. The goal is to be in such good health and be able to be in such good health that you can feel good and perform regardless of what happens. So even if you have let's say you're 90% on where you want to be, you're eating 90% good, you're training 90% of the time, but then you have the 10% of the time where you just kind of go off script, so to say, or go off the plan, and then your baseline is still so solid. You still have everything built up to a point where you can have the flexibility to fall off and still feel good. That's what I've kind of changed. The goal is having more vitality, I think that's the word, or just being less fragile, being able to adapt and be able to be fine with whatever happens. But obviously you know what's best for you to do, and you stick to that most of the time. But regardless of what happens, regardless of what situation you end up in, you know that you can handle that regardless. So this is more a mindset thing. Is just realizing that you things doesn't have to be perfect all the time. You can still perform, even if things go a bit off track. Let's say you have one bad meal, or one day without working out, or whatever it is. You still have the consistent baseline that you've built consistently, and that you will keep going on. So yeah, that's really it for the video, guys. I want to just share this. Is something I've been learning about recently right now, and just realizing that this is the goal. The goal isn't to be perfect all the time. The goal is just to have a really consistent effort in the right direction, and being right 90% of the time, and then being able to just kind of, the other stuff just happens and you're still gonna be fine, even though you're not perfect all the time. So yeah, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Take care. Ciao.